WSP decided to go visit the grave of Walt Lafferty again and see if we could provide us with even more answers to the massive questions that we have. Here is our WSP investigation. In this picture, you can see Wavy there by her brother's grave, and you can see a spirit reaching out and holding her hand. Behind her, you will see another spirit. It kind of looks like a female. On the bottom, you're going to see two more male spirits, and I think they're all gathered around because Wavy had been crying. In this picture, on the left-hand side, you're going to see an elder male, and down below, it looks like a leopard. Now, why a leopard would be there, I have no clue. In this picture, you're going to see a man. And then, beside of him, you're going to see several kids. And they look like they're really just intrigued by the recorders that we have there. And one looks like a little girl, and the second one looks like a little boy. In this picture, you can see a man standing right there at Walt's grave. In this picture, you can see two men. One is laying down, sort of, right on top of Walt's grave. And then there's another man beside of him. He's got a beard, mustache, and you can tell he's a bigger man. In the middle, you're going to see a man and a woman. And it's like they're two in one. But she's got her arms wrapped around him, and she's looking out. And he's looking out that way as well. And then towards the right, you're going to see a man, and then you're going to see yet another man's face. In this picture, you can see orbs all around Walt's grave. And then right beside of his marker, you're going to see a man. In this picture, on the left-hand side, you can see a man standing there. And on the right-hand side of Walt's grave, you're going to see what appears to be a woman and a man. And I think this is Walt's pit memory coming to. And he's showing us what Wavy and Roger both look like when they got married. In this picture, you can see a man. And you can also see a huge orb right up above his head. In this picture, I think that is a female that is bending there. And she's right there on the middle of the road. The sky is gorgeous, and I think maybe she's just out there to check everybody. In this picture, you can see a man, and he's got kind of brownish hair. He's got a mustache, and he looks familiar to me, but I just don't know who he is. In this picture, you can see Gloria, and you can see Wavy. Right behind Gloria, you can see a man's face. Now, this man is in several of the pictures, and going towards Wavy, that looks like it's a little girl or something that is running after her. In this picture on the left-hand side, you're going to see an older male. And down below it on the right side, you're going to see another man. And I want to say that is Walter. In this picture, you're going to see Wavy at the grave of Walt. Now, in behind Wavy, you see two distinct people. One, the top one, is an older gentleman with white hair. The one right behind her could very well be little Walt. He's got shorter hair though, and it looks like a young version of him. And then right in front of Wavy, you can see an older man. In this picture, you can see Gloria, and you can see three spirits that are around her. I do believe all three are male, and it's like they're trying to come in and trying to come out at the same time, so they're not making themselves real plain. Wavy's sitting by Walt's grave, and where she's been crying, and she said, I know that my brother's my guardian angel now. I do believe that the big thing on the bottom is a guardian angel. Up beside of Wavy, you're going to see two other men, and these men are in a lot of the pictures. In this picture on the left-hand side, you're going to see a man. He's got a mustache, and he's got like a bowler cap on, or a derby, and he's either got it looks like maybe a military outfit on, and either that or some kind of outfit. And then right beside of Wavy there, you can see a spirit, and it's grabbing a hold of her arm, and it's also got her by the shoulder. In this picture, you can see two very distinct spirits. The one on the left, you can see his face extremely plain, and the one on the right, he is a bigger gentleman. In this picture, you can see a man standing right there by the flowers, and on the right hand side, you can see yet another man. In this picture, you can see what appears to be a kid on the left hand side, and right in the very center, you're going to see a man's face. In this picture, you can see what appears to be two women that are standing to the left. Now in this picture, you can see Wavy sitting there, and right beside of her is another man, and he's looking like he's sitting right beside of her, but he's looking out. And then in front of her, you're going to see another man. He's got like kind of gray hair, and he's an older gentleman. He's probably in his 70s. In this picture, you can see a spirit that is sitting right beside of Wavy. In this picture, you can see an older man. He's got a baseball cap on. He's smiling at the camera. He's a good sized man. In this picture, you can see spirits swarming all over around her. There are at least 4 spirits in this picture. In this picture, you can see a man, and he's right behind Wavy. In this picture, there is spirits everywhere. Some looks like a grandmother, some looks like maybe a grandfather. There's a bunch of older people in this picture. In this picture, you can see several spirits that is surrounding Wavy. Here, you can see a man and a woman that is right beside the graves. In this picture, you can see various spirits, but the one that captures my attention the most is the one that is right there in front of her, where she's got her hand on the ground. I think perhaps that is her husband. He is wearing a suit, and he's down on one leg, and I do believe this is Wavy's husband, Roger. The next day after investigation, Wavy and I decided we was going to go down and visit the crash site where little Walt had took his last breath. He had drowned in the creek down there with his fiance and her girlfriend in the car. It is still under speculation what all happened that night and why Walt had to die and the other two did not. After reviewing all the evidence, we believe that Walt still needs to let his voice be heard. He gave us even more answers this time. His death changed all of our lives. I believe that Wavy's husband Roger's spirit is there visiting Walt, as well as the spirit of her dad and other relatives. The crash site was too grown up with grass, brush, and weeds. We do plan on going again in the fall and see if we can figure out exactly what wants us to see or do.